Well, good evening, everybody. This is Steve Helwagen with Bucknuts.com reporting from Value City Arena. We had another game tonight that was only on the Big Ten Network Plus streaming service, so we thought we would share a few thoughts here very briefly. Don't want to keep everybody here all night, but definitely this thing turned out much better than it started. Ohio State comes away with the 75-53 win tonight over Appalachian State. The Buckeyes improved to 3-0 on the young season, and it started off terribly there's no other word to describe it. Ohio State was 1 of 14 from the field to start the game and 0 of 8 on threes, and that was over the first 7 or 8 minutes of the game. That allowed Appalachian State, in part, to go ahead 22-10 with about 8 minutes to go in the first half. So those struggles kind of lingered for Ohio State. Even as they were starting to score a few points, it was still a terrible slog for Ohio State. And I think it was rooted in the fact that they were settling for jump shots. I mean, 8 of the misses were three-point misses, and they just couldn't find the range. And when I say they just couldn't find the range, none of these shots were even close to going in. I mean, that's just how bad this thing was to begin. I guess John Mobley did miss a shot point blank at the rim, kind of, tough shot in traffic, but otherwise these were just some really wild misses, it felt like, early in this game where they were settling for the wrong things. Defensively, they had to dig in. And finally, in the last 6 or 7 minutes of the first half, Ohio State took over. They scored the final 15 points of the first half. And here was John Mobley. He had missed practice, I believe yesterday, Coach said, and gutted this thing out. He did not look good. Being down here on the court, he did not look like somebody who really even wanted to be here tonight. But that guy showed tremendous heart, and he hit a shot in that final run right before halftime from the floor. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was a pull-up jumper that he hit. And then he drove into the lane and drew fouls 3 different times and went to the foul line and made all of his free throws. So that 15-0 run, 8 of that was Mobley, kind of getting him started, so to speak. They were getting stops at the other end, so that was good. And then the final play of the half, they held it, and I think it was Christoph Tilley threw the ball into the corner, the left corner, for Bruce Thornton, who hit a 3 at the buzzer. And Ohio State went from down by as many as 12 at one juncture in the first half to up 30-25 at the half. So that was a tremendous comeback for Ohio State in those final probably 6 or 7 minutes, I would say, of the first half. And if you thought that was good, what they did in the first 6-8 minutes of the second half was probably even better. They outscored Appalachian State 27-7 to start the second half. And again, where the shots weren't falling at the beginning of the game, they were finally going in for Ohio State to start the second half. And this was the offense that we had seen from this team in the previous wins over IU, Indy, and Purdue Fort Wayne. In both those previous games, they'd come out and made their first 5 or 6 shots from the floor, maybe even 6 or 7. I don't have the exact number in front of me, but they were hot to start both those games. Tonight it wasn't that way. That second half run, really got them energized, and they kind of fed one play after another through that run. And I thought that they really started to be more connected and sharing the ball and doing a lot more positive things with the ball. This included. It started off with Mobley throwing it inside to Tilley, and he scored and completed a 3-point play. There was, let's see, as I go down through, John Mobley Jr. hit a step-back 3-pointer. That was big. Christoph Tilley hit a couple of free throws. Bruce Thornton got into the lane and made a shot, drew the foul, and hit the free throw. So, that'll give you an idea. And then this was a big one as well. Christoph Tilley got a defensive rebound. The ball came to the front court, and it was John Mobley Jr. threw the ball to Cups for a three-pointer as well. So they're starting to build the lead here. Mobley hits a three as well off of assist from Brandon Knoll. You get the idea that the shots started falling and they built the lead. They led, I believe, at one point by as many as 27 points, I think, and were able to hold on. And actually led by as many as 28 points at one point and held on, obviously, and won the game 75-53. Real quick, Devin Worrell didn't play in this game, dealing with a little bit of a hip issue. It's not believed to be serious, and hopefully he'll be ready to go on Sunday when they play their first Power 5 opponent. It's 5 in basketball, 4 in football, because you got to count the Big East. They're playing Notre Dame from the ACC here on Sunday at 12:30. Special game, Jerry Lucas statue dedication will be Friday, but they'll also have some ceremony surrounding that. He will dot the I in Script, Ohio, right here on the court at Value City Arena at halftime, I believe, of that game. So that'll be kind of a neat thing. But the stats tonight: Brandon Noel, 17 points, 11 rebounds. That was his first double-digit scoring game at Ohio State and his first double-double at Ohio State. But it was the 30th time in his college career that he's had a double-double. All the previous ones were obviously at Wright State. So his first really big game as a Buckeye here tonight. John Mobley Jr., as we said, gutted through it. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Bruce Thornton, 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. He moved past Terrence Stiles into 14th place on the school's career scoring list, and is just going to keep moving up that list throughout the rest of the season. Amari Bynum came off the bench, gave him 8 points. Christoph Tilley, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And Ivan Jagovin hit a couple nice shots, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Tyson Chapman hit a 3 for 3 points. Gabe Cupps, 5 points, 4 rebounds. It was Colin White who got the start. He played 17 minutes, did not score, but did have 4 rebounds and played pretty good defense for the Buckeyes as well. So very positive showing here tonight for Ohio State. After the first 7 or 8 minutes of this game, really from about the middle point of the first half on, the Buckeyes dominated the final 30 minutes or so of this game and come away with the 22-point win. Next up is Notre Dame. Notre Dame was 2-0 going into a game tonight against Eastern Illinois. They were up the last time I checked. I will just check that score one time really quickly here. It says that Notre Dame won the game tonight 78-58, and Notre Dame is now 3-0. Like Ohio State, they've played 3 mid-majors, and both teams will get their first look at what they'll see throughout the rest of the season. Burton, 21 points, and Shrewsbury, the coach's son, had 18, and Harrelson had 17 as well. A prized freshman recruit for Notre Dame. So that's a pretty good 3-man unit right there. Buckeyes are going to have to bring the A game on Sunday right here, 12:30 start, so everybody can get the cobwebs out of their eyes from the late night football with UCLA and get ready for Ohio State Notre Dame basketball, 12:30 p.m. Sunday on Fox Sports 1. Check it out then. So I'm going to sign off from here. This is Steve Helwagen reporting for Bucknuts.com. Hope everybody enjoyed our report, even though you didn't get probably a chance to see the game unless you were here or paid for the stream. And hopefully we were able to color within the lines and give you an idea of who was getting things done and how it happened here tonight. Have a good night, everybody.